Hello, first thing I want to say is welcome to the channel. Today we're going to unbox the 28-inch Blackstone Griddle. As you can see, it was packed up real good. A lot of styrofoam to keep all the parts protected. Everything is wrapped in plastic and twist tied down. So I'm going to remove some of this stuff out of the box. Don't worry, I'm not going to make you sit here and watch me unpack the whole thing. What I'm holding right there is the main component for the griddle. I will speed the video up here in a few seconds. As you can see, it came with a lot of styrofoam and a lot of plastic and tape around the parts. So it did get packed well. That's one thing I can say about Blackstone. They packed it up real good and made sure everything was protected. I will speed it up here while I take parts out of the small box. The key components for the Blackstone griddle, we have the oil pan, the two wheels, and the accessories for the propane tank holder. Now this bottom shelf goes on pretty easy. It's two thumbnail screws, one on each side. The shelf kind of snaps into place, so it's already kind of snug before you put the screw in. But of course you want it to be reinforced, so that's why you need the screw. Now one side, before you can put the thumbnail screw in the other side of the shelf, you have to put the propane tank holder on that same screw as well. So that's why I'm putting the propane tank holder together before I'm putting the other thumbnail screw in to the shelf on the other side. As you can see, it goes in fairly easy. I thought the thumbnail screws were a perfect touch. It makes it a lot easier to assemble. There's one screw in the top. Then there's also a long screw that goes across the bottom that kind of holds it in place. As you can see, oop, butterfingers. There we go. Now we're back on track here. And voila, fairly simple. Good, tight. Now let's put on the wheels. Now the wheels were kind of a pain in the rear to put on because it had two little plates on each side that you had to kind of line up. And there's a cylinder thing in the middle. So all that stuff is kind of moving around while you're trying to get the screws in, so it kind of makes it a little difficult. But with a little patience, it all works out. And one thing I guess I need to mention, I know it doesn't look like I'm probably putting this stuff on too tight, but I did go back and tighten everything down before I flipped it over. Now that this last wheel is in place, now we're going to put on the side shelf. There's two notches in the bottom, and there's two notches on the frame of the griddle that hold that in place. And these also go on with the thumbnail screws. Very quick and easy to put them in. All you have to do is line them up with the hole. There we go. That's finished. So now we will put on the handle. The handle goes on with 4 small screws and 4 nuts. So it's fairly easy. I'm not going to bore you with putting all 4 of them in, but I will show you real quick. Now, putting on the knobs for the burners, there is a arrow for the starting point, so you can tell which way you're putting them on, so you can make sure you're putting them on right. And they just kind of snap into place, so uh, nothing hard, no big deal. And the ignition switch, it takes one AA battery, which does not come with the griddle, which I I can't see why they wouldn't put it in there, especially for the price that this thing costs. But uh, you put it in facing with the positive side at the front, then it screws on fairly easy. And this the griddle top, it's all steel. It's probably the heaviest component of the flat top grill, and there's 4 slots on the top of the frame where it just sets right down into, and your oil pan just goes straight into a notch in the back, and there you have it, the Blackstone Griddle. Thanks for watching, and as always, like, share, and subscribe.